Hello Libra, Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead. Libra, how you doing? I hope you're well. Thank you so much for clicking here. And I'm here with oracles. We are looking at the oracles. I'm always reading for the week ahead. And so this energy, whenever you find this reading, whenever it finds you, it will be for the week ahead, whether you get it today, tomorrow, or next year. If you are somebody who is always coming back, Libra, thank you. We're starting to build a really big Libra tribe here. So thank you for coming back. I appreciate you. Thank you for the thumbs up. When you give a thumbs up, when you like the video, it goes back to the algorithm and we pull in more Libras. So thanks very much for doing that. Let's talk about, at the end of the video, we'll talk about how you can find the extended if you're interested, how you can get a private read if you're interested in that. Let's find out what's going on for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Happy Mercury retrograde in Scorpio as today, my friends. Let's find out what's going on for you. This is also about the fallout after the full moon, what you've released, what you've organized, what wasn't serving you. Tell me about Libra. All right. We've got mental conflict. Now look, it came out sideways. I'm going to say this is your challenge, right? You saw it, how it was sort of sitting here like this. So I feel like this is kind of a challenge for you, that you're in mental conflict about something here, Libra. Let's take a look at the next card here. I feel like you're trying to come to a decision about something. And the mental conflict card for me is Two of Swords. It's about the mind. It feels like you're deep in thought about making a decision about something. But there is some sort of conflict here. And you have not yet made this decision. It feels like a bit of a mental block, actually. Tell me more about Libra. We've got your commitment is being tested. Do you know what I think, which commitment is being tested? Like, I mean, it could be with another person, but I think mostly it's with yourself. I think you're testing your commitment with yourself to stay in balance while you make a decision about something, is what it feels like here. Let's find out what else we've got here for you, Libra. Tell me more about Libra, please. We've got perseverance, but you're not giving up. I feel like you're stuck in the mind. You're stuck in a block, but you're not giving up. You need an answer to something here. Your commitment to yourself is being tested, and I think that's what's got you sort of in this gridlock with the self. It says, I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Like, you know that you can make this decision anytime that you want to, but I feel like this decision is super important, and we're going to look at tarot and find out what all of this is about. It feels like you're waiting for some sort of realization to happen here. The Sun is here. That's the light card in this deck. Card number 19 is Leo. It's like, I need all the details. I need to make sure that I'm going to be happy with my decision. I also need to make sure that it's the right thing for me to do for me. It feels like the decision you're making here is about a new beginning or a new cycle. You're beginning something new, whether that's a job, a relationship, a side gig, whatever it is, a friendship, because card number 19 is a 10, right? 1 and 9 is a 10. And 10s break down to a 1, which is the beginning of something. We've got meditate and contemplate. I think that's the universe sort of winking at you and saying, look, you can't make any decisions unless you get into meditation or prayer. You know that you've got to go there. Meditate and contemplate, it says here, new moon in Pisces. Pisces energy, and you could have a Pisces placement. You don't have to. Maybe you're dealing with a Pisces. But it feels like you're being asked to get into a place of meditation or contemplation within the self. Pisces is the intuition. We've got believe in the impossible. I feel like it feels impossible for you to make this decision, but it also feels like possibly there might be a little bit of ego in the way. It says here, don't let it get in the way, right? This is full moon in Leo. It says here, and full moons are about the release. You're being asked to release your pride and not let it get in the way in terms of this decision that you're making. So believe in the impossible, meditate and contemplate. You can make a decision based on whatever you come up with in your meditation or your contemplation. We've got peace. It says, I am a being of love and release all negative energy. So I feel like the negative energy might be, what if it doesn't work out? What if this decision I make is the worst decision I've ever made in my life? It feels like I think that when you do get your answer, this is what you'll feel. You'll feel at peace. So if you're not feeling at peace with something here, I feel like you have to grow into that. I'm going to say growth says, I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. The only way you can expand your consciousness and your awareness is to meditate and contemplate. So I feel like this is how you're going to know that you have your answer about what to do here, is everything is going to feel peaceful. You're going to feel at peace with your answer. All right. Let's find out what's going on in the tarot here for you. Tell me about Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. It's very interesting that that pendulum just fell on the light, because this is rose quartz. It's about love. So maybe maybe we're talking about love, right? Love and light, maybe? Very interesting. All right, let's find out what's going on in mental conflict. Look, everything that goes on in a reading is of some significance here. So that might have just dropped to get someone's attention here. What do we got here? Oh, fertility. We've got the Empress here. What else do we have? Suffering in silence. Okay, I think that's you. I think you're suffering in silence. Fertility, this Empress is Libra and Taurus. It feels like you have reached a place in your life where you're comfortable, you're stable, you don't need for anything. And I feel like you're making a decision that you're scared is going to rock that balance. Tell me about the mental conflict. We've got the Ten of Wands. You're carrying something heavy. You're trying to make a decision, but it's weighing heavy on you here. And I feel like you're becoming burnt out or exhausted from overthinking it, Libra. Your commitment is being tested. I think the universe is testing you, honestly. We've got the Nine of Cups. The commitment to self, right? The nines are always about the self. And the thing is I feel like I'm speaking to someone who's pretty darn okay with where life is right now. But you're about to make a decision that you feel could rock your happiness. The Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment, yes, but it's also doing it on your own. You've built happiness in your life. You're pretty happy with the way things are going right now because you've not given up. You've persevered on something here. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. So you've brought yourself to this place of happiness alone. Maybe you're single, right? Or just inner happiness. But I feel like you feel if you make this decision, which has been weighing heavy on you, that you could be testing your commitment to yourself or to your happiness. We've got the Ace of Pentacles, but I think you want it so bad, Libra. I think you want it so bad. I think you've already planted some seeds, to be honest. Yeah, it feels like you've already planted the seed or planted some seeds, and now you know that now comes the hard part, where you've got to cultivate. You've got to water it. You've got to make sure you weed, right? You have to take care of whatever it is that you're wanting to plant. I feel like somebody here is trying to make a decision to plant a seed with another. And so it feels like making some sort of an investment. So whether that is an investment of, pentacles, time, effort, energy, money, whether it's that or you're giving an opportunity or an offer to someone, it feels like you are in mental conflict and it weighs heavy on you because you think that your commitment to the self is being tested. I left space here because we're going to be talking about also what is coming up, not only in the week ahead, which is this, but the week after that. Tell me about Libra. Got Judgment in the reverse. Avoiding the decision-making process. And we have the King of Swords. Oh boy. Libra, I feel like you're avoiding making some type of decision. I think somebody here has a fixed energy. You're the kind of person who when I'm in, I'm all in. That's it. The King of Swords is Aquarius, right? Of course, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, right? Because we're in a general reading, but this is fixed energy, right? This is a fixed sign. This is, I know what I know. I have the facts, but I'm not really sure if I want to make this decision because it's going to be a permanent decision. Tell me about the Ten of Wands. I feel like you don't want to carry this mental conflict anymore, though. I feel like it's burning you out mentally here. We've got the Four of Cups. We've got the Nine of Wands. and we've got the King of Wands. I feel the thing is that in order to make this decision, it's going to require that you leave your comfort zone. We've got the Nine of Wands and the King of Wands. The King of Wands is going to go get what they want, but also the 9 and the 1 is 10, and 10 is right here. It feels like you're going to have to leave your comfort zone, and that is what's testing the commitment to you. I feel like you want to pursue something, that you have the fire and the energy to pursue something, but I think that you're worried that you'll get met with trauma. It feels like you're worried that something here is going to hurt you, and you'll rue the day that you stepped outside your comfort zone. But I honestly think that part of this 10 of Wands here is that you are in a comfort zone, a mental comfort zone here, and I feel like that's weighing heavy on you. That life has become sort of regimented and safe emotionally, stable emotionally, and if I go outside of that and begin to pursue something that I'm thinking about, I don't know if it's something I want to do. Your commitment to your happiness is being tested, because I feel like you're quite content wherever it is that you are mentally or maybe even physically. We have the 4 of Pentacles, we have the Chariot, and we have the 8 of Swords. So you're thinking about getting up and going because you think that this will be the thing that gives you the victory that you're missing in your life at this time. But I think with the 4 of Pentacles here is you're not really sure if you want to share your 9 of Cups. You're not sure if the 4 of Pentacles is I'm kind of shut off and shut down. I'm holding back, but I'm holding all this happiness to myself, but I kind of want to share it. The Chariot energy is getting the discipline to get to the victory part, but the 8 of Swords is in the way. It feels like there's a bit of a block, and I think that's because this commitment to yourself is being tested. It is a mental commitment because 8 and 2 is 10. It's asking you here, the universe is asking you to release it, to stop feeling like your hands are tied. This has always been your choice. You can choose to get in the Chariot or you can choose not to get in the Chariot, but I feel like because this whole thing is going to require you to connect to your feelings and to be very emotional about something, I feel that's why you hold back. Tell me about perseverance. I feel like you've been very patient waiting for the one, waiting for the right one, or waiting for the one, the person, because you don't want to waste that pentacle. I'm giving a solid offer of time, effort, energy, money, life, partnership, whatever it is that this Ace of Pentacles, because the Ace of Pentacles is everything. It's abundance, right? There's a lot of things that fit under that tag, abundance. Tell me about this perseverance. We've got the 9 of Pentacles, we've got the Hanged Man, and we've got the Star. So perspective is what has been holding you back. I feel like you are doing pretty well for yourself. You're confident, you look good, you're taking care of your health. It feels like you're building your life or building things in your life to a place that you're happy with. We've got the 9 Pentacles, and you're just looking for the 1 pentacle to add to the 9, right? So I have the long-term relationship or long-term job or long-term career. Whatever it is, you're looking at being in this place for a while, so you want to be good and damn sure that this is the place you want to be. The Hanged Man is here. Perspective is the pause. What am I going to have to sacrifice? Am I going to have to sacrifice my happiness in order to persevere, right? We've got perseverance, right? Am I going to get myself into a situation where I have to persevere rather than enjoying it? I feel like the Star here is asking you to really check within yourself to find out what makes you happy. What is your wish fulfillment? And then go with that. The Star is somebody here I feel is looking for, is hopeful that the decision I'm about to make is the right decision. I feel like even as we go into the week, not ahead, but the week after that, you still haven't made a decision. But I feel like you're closer than you were because the King of Swords is here. The King of Swords is the one that's making the best decision for everybody involved, right? That is the person who is the lawyer, the judge, the magistrate, like whatever they say goes, right? So I feel like the Judgment card here is saying that I'm not really sure if I can make this decision right now, but I'm pretty sure of the decision that I want to make. I think what's at risk here is your happiness, and I think that's the biggest deal. We've got the World card. We've got the Page of Wands. Whew, there you go. You're jumping off the edge, my friend. That's what it feels like. When the World card shows up with the King of Wands, we stop with the perfection. We stop with the overthinking. It feels like with the Page of Wands, you're allowing yourself to do something you've never done before, to go down a path you've never gone down before. You're allowing your excitement, the excitement in your belly, to take over. Because I don't think you're absolutely and completely sure about this biggest decision you're going to make. That's why Judgment is in the reverse. But I feel like you're going to let your feelings take over from here. It's a struggle between the head and the heart. And I feel like the Page of Wands is the excitement or the anxiety in the belly of making the decision to just call them, just send the message, just say something about my feelings. That's what it feels like here. So I don't think you're doing it this week. I think that you're talking yourself into it in the week ahead. But I think the week after that, possibly as we get a little bit further into the month, that you possibly are going to make a decision about coming out of your comfort zone and sharing your happiness with somebody for the long term is what it looks like. I'm going to put down 3 more cards. We are going to talk about this in the extended. We're absolutely going to go forward and confirm and clarify everything we've been talking about here. And these 3 cards are going to tell us what's going to be happening in the future, which means in this energy here. If you're interested in coming into the extended, please look at the top of the comments section. There is one pinned comment that will tell you how to get to the membership area. If you would like to see at least 4 of these extendeds per month, you can go to the membership area. If you just want to purchase this one, you can do that by clicking in the link in the pinned comment. If you're interested in a private read and this is something that you want to talk about further, then just reference this as you send me a message on Hypsee. That link is also in the pinned comment. So I'm doing live readings. I'm also doing pre-recorded readings. And let's find out what else is coming up in the extended here. Okay, we've got the Empress. Somebody here is making room to create something brand new. We do have the Empress under here. We could be talking about 2 Empresses, right? We could be talking, since you're Libra, we could be talking about a Taurus. Another Venusian sign, possibly. We've got the Page of Pentacles. This is you giving the offer for reals in the 3D. Feels like you are materializing something in the 3D, and it's going to change everything. We will talk about that in the extended. The Ten of Swords is in the reverse. First, you have to make the decision to release something, and I think you're holding that back at this time. But once you make that decision to release all of this energy right here, which is your commitment is being tested, I feel like your perseverance carries you through to some great happiness here with someone. So I'm going to go into the extended. If you'd like to be there, that's where we will be. And if this is where we part, that's cool, because I'll be back, because I'm always back. Libra, happy Sunday to you. Take care, friends. Bye-bye.